SMART goal design. We said SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, right? Our goals should meet those requirements. So let's say in my job I had the goal given to me to improve customer relations, or improve customer satisfaction. Alright, so that's my goal. Is that a good goal? Does that meet our requirements? Let's see. Improve customer satisfaction. State exactly what you want to accomplish, who, what, where, and why. It doesn't meet much of those. I have a glimmer of what? Improving customer satisfaction. Is that for the whole company? Is that for my department? Who does that mean? And who are the customers? Does that mean all the customers? Does that mean all the new customers who are going to buy our product from this point forward? Does that mean all the old customers? What are we talking about? And why? So, and what kind of help do I have on that, by the way, right? Is it just little old me doing this, or do I have a group of people helping me, and who might they be, and when are they available, right? I'm going to want to know. Now the M, measurable. How do you demonstrate or evaluate the extent? So it said improve customer satisfaction. What does that mean? How am I going to measure that? So a better measurement would see, last year we measured customer satisfaction, and we had a customer satisfaction rating of 78%. This year we would like it to be 82% for a 10% increase, or 5% increase, I guess. Right? Is that measurable? Yes. How is it going to measure? This specific survey of our customers, right? So we spell it out. How do I know if I've been wildly successful or an utter failure? I don't unless I can measure it. And I should want to do this too, because how am I going to know if I've done a good job? How can I convince my management I've done a good job if there's no way to measure it? I'm going to say, we think this worked. And somebody in the room is going to say, how do you know that? And I'm not going to be able to answer it. So that's no good. Right? So even if the goal they give me doesn't have a component of measurement in it, I should define that, and I should get whoever gave me the goal to sign off on that. So often in the workforce, when you're a new person, you got your new MBA all nice and shiny there, and you've learned all these great things. Turns out your boss not so much. So sometimes we have to manage upward. So we convince our boss, say, let me sort of flesh out this goal and put some parameters around it, and basically help them out a little bit, right? And they're probably gonna be okay with it. You got to do it in a very nice, supportive, non-critical way. All right. Achievement, improve customer satisfaction. So stretch and challenging goal within the ability to achieve outcome. Do I have the ability to make that happen? What's my technique? How am I going to improve customer satisfaction? If I improve, say, hey, we should do this for our customers, we should do that for our customers, and none of it happens, I'm going to have a hard time buying into the fact that my goal is achievable if you don't let me do anything inside the organization to change our processes or to change our relationships to our customers. Is the goal relevant? So for instance, if we have a 98% customer satisfaction and you tell me you want it to 99%, okay, but how's that going to help us? If we only got 2% of our customers dissatisfied, that's fantastic. And if you say I'm going to change that by 1% of all our customers, does that even affect our bottom line? It might be so small it doesn't even show up. So it's not relevant. Right? And then time domain, improve our customer satisfaction. By when? Because by 6 months, by 6 years, right? Those are completely different issues. So we need to think about this when we set goals. We need to do a good job and think about these things. Probably, the specific, the measurable, and the time. Right? Those three key things got to be there. Right? It's kind of like in a meeting when you set action items. Who's going to do it? What are they going to do? When are they going to do it by? Right? Every meeting should end with action items, if there are any, and every action item should have those three things attached to it. Who's going to do it? When are they going to do it? Right? And what is it they're going to do? Right? Those three things must be listed with every action item. All right, so this goal-setting theory of motivation, it's a lot like Vroom's expectancy theory. Here we see a goal-directed effort, right? So it's an effort towards a goal, and we take into consideration how difficult the goal is, how specific the goal is, how committed the person is, did they accept the goal, and so forth. Right? So I used to be a project manager, and I've seen goals as we say, shoved down people's throat, right? You need to do this thing for me in 8 weeks. And everybody knows this is a 20-week thing to do. But the upper management says we want it in 8 weeks. So in 8 weeks they come back demanding their thing they said it was going to take 8 weeks when everybody has told them it takes 20 weeks, and they're looking for their goal to be accomplished in 8 weeks. Where's this thing, right? And the employees generally look at them and say, well, I guess you were wrong, right? It's your goal. You said we could do it in 8 weeks. I repeatedly told you 20 weeks, maybe 18 or 16 weeks, but you insisted on the goal being 8 weeks, and it's not. Here's 8 weeks, and we're only halfway done. Looks like we're going to be able to finish in 16 weeks, so you and your goal were wrong. That's kind of the reaction some people get. Now, I might have to take consequences for that, but deep inside my heart, I know that you were wrong. So I never did internalize or accept that goal. All right, so goal-directed effort leads to performance. For to get this performance, I need organizational support, right? So that was the part about the goal being relevant, and did I think are realistic? Did I think I could do it, right? And individual abilities and traits, right? Did I think I could do it? And that leads to both intrinsic and extrinsic rewards, right? I'm excited inside. I'm feeling good because I got the goal accomplished, and I'm also feeling good because hopefully there's some extrinsic rewards that come with the successful completion of that goal.